Okay, so let's go take a look at CMCSK. Going to require a dollar stop. You see recent price action. Now let's look at two different areas. We'll take the swing high that occurred here down to that new structure low, and you can see here that an outside return to the 618 retracement held that initial advance. Okay, so obviously that's a key area. We've got structure relevance right here. Look left, previous structure support. Okay, we saw multiple days of held trades right here at the 2750 area. Then we saw a drive into a swing high right there. Now, if you look at this leg of the move, again, as you look left and note symmetry, from that swing low to that initial high, then the market pulled back into this higher low, which was an approximate 382 retracement. I'm going to pull it down right here, and you'll see that the 127 price projection held that initial advance. So when you start to see these, then obviously you want to look at the 618-786 retracements and then the 127-1618 price projections. This is just showing you that that symmetry already has relevance in these projections and retracements. Now you see a 618 right here. And again, when I go into the PowerPoint later, you're going to see the relationship that those two numbers have. Now, obviously the most recent move has been bullish from that swing low to that new structure high. And then here's a pullback into the, I know you're shocked, 618 retracement. So there's the pattern completion. There's the increase in momentum. It hits the net. And then here's what's already occurred since the open. Okay, so open right here, 2619, highs 2647. Okay, so that this would go into a tracking as a 2619 bid with a $1 or greater stop, which is 200% of the average true range of that stock. Comcast Corp. Now, obviously, 2790 has to be considered for initial targets. And as you can see right here, we actually have an inverted pattern, which will be a sell pattern. Here's the swing low, X to A. Here's A to B. Here's B to C. And then there's C to D. So we had a pattern completion sell right there. The market rolled over and hit the 618 target of the swing lows at C to the highs at D. So from the initial pattern sell at 2770s, this is a Gartley winner for $1.70 on the initial portion. Now over here on the right side, we've got another leg. You see the C to D leg of the bigger pattern sell is also an X to A leg, and here's retrace A to B, B to C, C to D right here for a smaller completion. Okay, so definitely 2770 area initial targets. Okay, one of the other ones to take a look at here, FCFS. Look at that pattern. And again, just watch the symmetry. Okay, first off, first thing that jumps in, reticular formation, copy paste. See the one-to-one measured move right there? Market rallied into a new structure high, pulled back into the anticipated higher low. Where did the higher low occur? Look left. Previous resistance becomes support. Then we put in a lower high. It could not retest the highs at 26. This right here is a good clue. See this gap and go? The market gapped higher, rallied hard, and then was rejected and not able to make it back into that zone. Now let's look at two different fib levels. From the swing low to that new structure high, 618 retracement held. Then the market went from this swing high down to that new structure low, outside return, 618 retracement held. From that swing high to this new structure low, outside return, 618 retracement. And now from this swing low to that new structure high, 618 retracement. Traders, do you see any relevance in this stock, 618? Okay. Now, let's look at this. Two different patterns. Get rid of the 618. So we've seen that present 4 times just in the last 6 months. There's X to A. Here's A to B, B to C, C to D. There was, again, a pattern sell. Okay, look at the visual on that pattern relative to what we saw previously to Comcast. Now again, from the C pattern or D pattern completion around $25, look left, structure relevance on that stock. Then from the short entry, the market pulls back into $2.40 target, which is the 618 retracement of the swing low at C to the highs at D. This produces a bid pattern right here. You can see right down here the ATR is at 56 cents. So again, it's going to require a $1.20 or so stop, which would put you below the swing low at C right here. Okay, so FCFS, First Cash Financial, the bid, pattern completed, increase in momentum, and then today it's up about 30 cents at the highs. That's exactly right. So let's look at the extension here just to add some more strength. From that swing low to the high, that's the A to B leg. Pull back down. Okay, now again, I'm going to take this one back to the left. I've got to go grab the swing highs at X. Okay, so as that pattern, see this, swing high X, impulse low to A. And again, DST clients in the the X to A leg right here, there is an AB, B to C, C to D present. So there's an ABCD ratio right there, or a 1-to-1 measured move. Again, adding strength to all of these symmetrical moves. Now you see right here that we had a 1618 projection. So again, just right click, edit, pull in the 707, and you'll see beautiful Ratian confluence right there for a 2460 short. Obviously stops above the 2640s, and that clearly was above that last swing high, the 786 and the 886. But right there's your Ratian confluence for that stop. Okay, and then finally CAS. Now look at CAS. See the 1-to-1 measured move right here. I'm going to run an extension. I'm going to start with the swing low right here. This high right there broke structure. Pull it back down. See the 127 projection. Then the market pulled back down into this swing. That was the low prior to that impulse to that new structure high. 127 projection. So we've seen 127 twice. Now, from the left, we'll go from that swing low to that impulse high. Copy, paste. Drop it in right there at that swing low. Projects right there to that high. And then over here on the right side, we'll take this guy, drop it in here. And you'll note here we've got a retracement at the 618. Now, this last leg right here, we're going to run an extension, swing high to that initial impulse low, pull it back up. Okay, so again, when the 127 presses a little lower, go ahead, edit that out, pull in a 707 retracement. And you'll see the Ratian confluence right here. Stocks at $1.27, 200% ATR puts you at around $2.55 to $3 for a stop. And as you can see right here, basically $30. A stop below that swing low, 3.5 points. CAS.